Hello, dear friends. This is Angeline Istatkov, and I want to tell you a little bit about our book and our story. So, as you already know, Kiril and I, we come from Bulgaria, Eastern Europe, and we've been in America already like 7 years. And God sent us in America for the revival. And what is the book about? I really just want to give you just a little idea. It's about our story, how we received the Lord, and how God's been leading us in our life and our encounters with Jesus. So I really recommend you to get a copy because it's going to inspire you. It's going to bring you even closer relationship with Jesus Christ. But just to mention a few things of what is inside and what is the story about. So one of the things that really is going to bless you is the story when my husband Kiril was taken to heaven, and God showed him, Jesus showed him beautiful, wonderful places there, but also he called him in ministry there, and he talked to him about how he called him to be a prophet. And he was sitting on one table with Jesus, and Jesus was talking to him, but Kiril was hiding. He was afraid to look at his face, and Jesus said, "Kiril, lift up your head and look at me." And Kiril said, "God, but I'm a sinful man, and I don't deserve to look at your face." And Jesus told him, "Whoever I forgiven is forgiven indeed. I want you to look at me." And then the Lord spoke to him very encouraging and giving him vision for what is going to come next in his ministry, what we see actually now fulfilling in our life. But I believe that it's going to be very encouraging for you. And as Christians, we are going through very difficult moments, and we go through deserts and wilderness. And some part of this story is like how we had to believe the Lord for His promises when there was no any like our circumstances were talking against that. It wasn't what God was speaking, and we still had to believe God and persevere through persecution. We persevered through civil war, and while we were missionaries in Macedonia for 19 years. This is back in Europe again. So also I share a little bit about how to deal with witchcraft in the church, and how to recognize the voice of the Father, and how not to be deceived by other voices, and how to know when God speaks and when the devil speaks, even through people. So this is like another experience that I wanted to talk about, and I share it in my book, and many people being blessed, and I receive a lot of emails and feedback about how this story really inspired many people and helped them to in their personal walk with Jesus, and how to have discernment, which we really need in these last days. So another story is also how we came in America. When the Lord spoke to us about bringing us in America for the revival, was 10 years before we actually did it. And we thought, okay, God is giving us a promise, and it's going to be just a short time, and we are getting in our promised land. But guess what? 10 years look like a long time, especially when we didn't know even one American person in that time. But again, our God is faithful. And the title is God Spoke and He Fulfilled It, because we wanted to tell the Christians and the people of God that God is faithful. He never changes His mind, and every promise that He has given you for your life, you're going to see it fulfilled. Doesn't matter how long time it's going to take. God is faithful. He's not going to change His mind about you. He loves you, and His plans for you will stay, and He's going to pursue you and chase you with your calling until you get in the alignment with His will and fulfill it. So be encouraged, people of God. This is really a story that's going to inspire you, and you can get additional information how you can get a copy. But I just wanted to give you just update and to tell you what is new in our ministry. So be encouraged and contact us to get a copy. God bless you.